Hey players, how you doing? Welcome back to Playas Guide. This is your retro gaming news for April 2024. April was a lot busier than March was. We're going to start things off with a brand new Castlevania game. Now this one finds its way onto the list even though it has a very modern look to it. This is the V Rising, a Legacy of Castlevania. So although this is maybe not what everybody is looking for in a Castlevania game, I do have one that is what you're looking for in a Castlevania game, and that is Beyond the Ice Palace 2. The game has just been announced for the PlayStation 5, and I believe it's also coming to the PS4. This looks excellent. This is what I want in a Castlevania game right here, and you could be sure I'll be picking this game up when it is released. And I'm sure a lot of other people who are fans of the Castlevania franchise, especially those 16-bit Castlevania games, are going to be interested in playing this one. Xeno Primal is a series I know nothing about, but Mega Man is coming to Xeno Primal. This Mega Man collaboration was released on the PS5 on April 17th. It is online only, but this is like a 3D Mega Man game. Like, it's got stages that look like they're out of Mega Man enemies in 3D, but it finds its way into this hack and slash beat 'em up mech battle looking game. The game looks pretty good. I'm not familiar with this series, but it's really cool to see that Mega Man is going to be in this. Freedom Planet 2. There's a game that I know many of you are probably excited for because you've played Freedom Planet 1. This game looks a lot more colorful. Maybe it's just me, but it has got some significant upgrades graphically, and it's beautiful. Not that there's anything wrong with the first Freedom Planet, but this one looks fantastic, and it has that same 16-bit style, and this is a Sonic-esque style speed platformer, if you don't know that already. This game is available now. Kudzu. This is a Game Boy homebrew that has just been released through Mega Cat Studios. You could get a physical copy of this if you'd like, but you could also pick it up on the Nintendo Switch eShop online and play it. This is a top-down action adventure with platforming and puzzle solving. It goes along the lines of many classic Game Boy games that you would have seen. Maybe something similar to like a Link's Awakening. It looks a little bit like that. This one is available now if you did not pre-order or get it through Kickstarter already. Anton Blast for the Switch will be released on November 12th. We've got that announcement. This is another fast action speed platformer that has this 90s PC style to it. It doesn't look like a console game to me. It looks like something from the late 90s that you would have played on the PC. Bzzzt, BZZT, is a new game coming out this summer on the Nintendo Switch. It's a game with a little robot, lots of colorful platforming, and it also looks like it is a multi-platformer because I see some shoot 'em up stages here too that look really interesting. Now at first glance this game looks kind of simple, but there does appear to be more than meets the eye, and I am intrigued in this one and will be keeping an eye out for it. Animal Well's long-awaited release has finally hit the Nintendo Switch, and you can download this transient neon psychedelic platformer with scan lines today. Yeah, it's got a really neat look to this game, and that's what intrigues me the most. Otherwise, I can't tell you too much about the platforming or the story from what I've seen here in the trailer. Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. This is a first-person shooter style game, old-school first-person shooter that has been released on PlayStation. It reminds me of Doom. It has similar old-school looking FPS graphics and a metal soundtrack, which Sounds really heavy, sounds pretty awesome. I don't play a lot of these games, but I'll be adding it to my wish list, watching to see if it goes on sale, picking it up to play and try it out, and maybe I'll get a kick out of it. There's another first-person shooter coming out too. That's Exophobia. This one comes out July 23rd on the PlayStation. This is another Doom-style FPS. That's like a 1632-bit sort of style there. This is a sci-fi space dungeon crawling SPF that, again, along those same lines and looks pretty interesting. Yars Rising is coming to the Nintendo Switch to you from Way Forward and Atari. Now, this game doesn't look like a retro game, but I can't help but include it because it's Yars and it's somehow related to Yars' Revenge. There's a whole story behind this game. If you play it, feel free to let me know in the comments below how it plays and how it relates to the old school Atari game. That's it for this month's Retro Gaming News. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel for next month's Retro Gaming News and more retro gaming and video game collecting content. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.